Welcome to Tuesday Night Live.
It's golden.
Is it? I thought there's a lot of blue and purple, actually.
Yeah, fairly bronze, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't a bad SmackDown.
No,
it was just.
It was a start-stop SmackDown.
It was there.
They tried to throw a lot in there.
It did things. A lot of things.
With the first outing for Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
That was fun to watch.
They took on the Ascension.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin still looks great in the ring. It's cool to see him back on WWE.
Absolutely.
And of course, they're going against the Ascension. They ended up winning as Gable fed Victor into the gold standard or the complete shot or whatever Shelton Benjamin was going to be calling it now. Because I don't know.
What was it called?
Does he have a name for it? Because it used to be the gold standard.
What was his nickname?
I think that's what he called. I think that's what he called it. I don't remember.
He had a different name for it.
Anyway, you gonna look it up?
I'm looking it up now.
Okay. We also had the first outing of the AJ Styles United States Open Challenge. This one, not quite what we were hoping for.
No, this was just used to progress the story of how much we don't like Baron Corbin still.
Here's the thing is, I do like Baron Corbin, and I don't like the fact that they used him to ruin this segment, especially when the person, well, technically Baron Corbin was on his way to accept the challenge.
Yeah.
But he
got beat.
He got beat to the punch by Ty Dillinger, and I was really excited to see AJ Styles versus Ty Dillinger. So Baron Corbin attacks him, and then Baron's trying to get in the ring. Ty ends up getting in first, knocking him off, and tells the referee to ring the bell. So Ty's already kind of like had his bell rung before the match starts, and then it's not too long after that AJ Styles is. There was the one potential moment where he was going to hit him with the tiebreaker, but then AJ got off of his shoulders, rolled him into the calf crusher, and he tapped out.
It was very fast.
Yeah, and then Baron Corbin tried to attack Styles. Styles was able to fight him off, and Corbin ran away like a bitch.
It was the pay dirt.
Ah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, that was his ECW run.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Mike Kanellis returned to SmackDown. Didn't realize why he was gone, but glad that he's back and is cleaning up his act. But of course he came back to SmackDown to lose to Glorious Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
In very quick fashion with the Glorious DDT.
Yeah, he's looking good. Roode's looking good. Keeping the momentum strong.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see a rematch between these guys.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'm down for it. Boy, is Kevin Owens pissed off at Shane McMahon.
When isn't he?
True.
When he was on Raw.
Then he was pissed off at Stephanie. He interrupted Aiden English's little promo thing because Aiden English was getting ready for a match.
Yeah. And he was like, "Sure, Kevin, you can have the ring."
Yeah, it's all yours. And so, there was only so much that Shane could listen to because it was constantly Owens talking about how, now I've been screwed over twice by Shane. He wasn't the referee. Baron Corbin was. I don't understand why this keeps happening to me. So
yeah.
Shane came out and goes, "Here's what happened. You picked a referee. The referee left and threw me the shirt. What else was I supposed to do? So it's actually your fault that you lost to AJ Styles." And then he told Kevin to get out of the ring because actually Aiden English was supposed to have a match against Sami Zayn. Then things got even more strange because Kevin Owens decided to pout out at ringside on commentary.
Yeah.
And got to a point where he just couldn't take it anymore and felt like no one was doing their job right.
Yeah, he forced the referee to fork over his shirt. Kevin Owens officiated the rest of the very quick match.
He officiated. The only thing he really did to benefit anyone was he powerbombed Sami Zayn and allowed Aiden English to win the match.
A very, very fast 3 count.
Yes. Which Shane McMahon has stricken that from the record books.
Bullshit.
Shane is apparently going to have many more words for Kevin Owens.
Yeah, and eventually it'll be like, we're going to fight at a pay-per-view.
Probably. So Dolph Ziggler talking about all those gimmicks that he was going to do. He was going to make himself look like a star. Well, he's not ready yet.
Well, I think, honestly, 100% Dolph Ziggler's absolutely ready.
He just didn't want to do it Little Rock.
Yeah, he doesn't think that the people of Arkansas is worthy of seeing Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
So they had to settle for just on the Tron.
Yeah. So next week he's going to be all flash and no substance. Well, so the Usos.
I just hope he comes up dressed as the Flash.
That would be so weird. That would be really weird.
He said it all Flash.
It's true. The Usos took on the New Day to determine which team would choose the stipulation for their rematch coming up.
Yeah.
This was one of those matches that just kind of like started and stopped. Xavier Woods was on the outside. He apparently messed up his knee a bit last week, so he wasn't.
It's sore.
He wasn't as hyped at ringside like he usually is. He played the trombone a little bit, but it was mostly up to Kofi and Big E to do their stuff in the ring. Unfortunately, Kofi and Big E didn't do a whole lot in the ring because the Usos were able to pick up the win. Kofi tried to do an O'Connor roll on Jimmy, but didn't realize that Jay had made the blind tag. Jay ended up rolling up Kofi off of the O'Connor roll, and the Usos will now pick the stipulation. I don't think they've picked the stipulation yet unless we missed something.
No, I don't think so. It'll probably be revealed next week or some point on social media.
Probably. Speaking of next week, we're going to get the SmackDown Women's Champion Natalya versus Miss Money in the Bank Carmella. And to follow that up, the following week, Naomi will get her title rematch from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So,
busy couple weeks for Natalya coming up.
Absolutely. Keeping with the ladies, Tamina started her... I'm not totally sold on this as far as the in-ring is concerned. We didn't even get a name for this jobber that she completely destroyed.
They said it.
Did they really?
I don't remember what it was, though.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
She didn't...
The commentators knew who it was.
She didn't do anything.
No, she just kind of...
She made a lot of scared faces.
Yeah, doe in headlights sort of look.
Yeah.
And then Tamina was like, the car.
Yeah.
And hit her.
A lot.
A lot.
Beat her with a super kick. Lana made sure that 2 photographers got in to take a lot of pictures.
She's fearsome now.
Yeah, she's scary. We also had the debut of Season 2 of Fashion Files.
Yeah.
Which was Tyler Breeze, and I like that they have their own little, like, intro video now, which is pretty funny. It was them up to their old shenanigans. They're back from their 2-week vacation. They have all new technology from the boys in the lab, and this led to a blacklight revealing arrows on boxes, their different case files, which pointed to the note that they got on the last Fashion Peaks, which was 2B, and the blacklight revealed that there was 2B or not to be, and this led them in a roundabout way to figure that a potential suspect is Aiden English.
Okay.
You do realize he doesn't have a tag team partner, right? A handicap match against Aiden English. Or Aiden English has a partner in crime.
Simon Gotch returns. Imminent.
Probably not. That led us to our main event, which actually kind of got started a little early in an early segment at the very beginning of the show, where the Bollywood bitches were trying to own up to their handicap loss to Shinsuke Nakamura last week. They were about to kiss Jinder's shoes before Shinsuke decided to make his way down to the ringside. Shinsuke moved the Bollywood boys out of the way, started to attack Jinder. Rusev came down, tried to get the numbers advantage. Randy Orton came down, and it turned into a big old beatdown on the babyfaces. Well, the babyfaces kind of got their just desserts at the end. They were able to, Jinder and Rusev had their moments.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably the most dominant we've seen Rusev look on SmackDown so far.
Yeah, pretty much.
He still took the fall in the match, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not shocked.
I guess protect the champion.
Yep.
Yeah, Orton and Nakamura defeated Rusev and Jinder Mahal after a Kinshasa took down Rusev, which it was a very interesting dynamic with this match because we had two teams that don't usually team together, and both teams weren't necessarily on the best of odds because Rusev didn't really care about the tag team match. He just wanted revenge on Randy Orton.
Yeah, and he made it clear to Jinder backstage that he actually wants the championship.
Yeah. And then next week, we're getting Randy Orton versus Shinsuke in a number one contenders match to see who's going to face Rusev or Jinder Mahal next for the championship. So, both teams kind of at odds. Didn't show so much for Randy Orton and Nakamura.
Yeah.
Until
it didn't show a lot in the match in general, because both teams did their fair share of actually working together.
Yeah.
But yeah, after the match was over, after Nakamura successfully picked up the victory for his team, him and Orton had a happy little conversation in the ring, and then as soon as that was over, Orton grabbed him by the face and RKO'd him to all heck and back.
All heck?
Yep.
All heck.
Every different heck.
A heckin' RKO.
It was a very heckin' RKO.
Much RKO. So out of nowhere. Yeah, so Nakamura gets dropped at the end of SmackDown.
Did him a heckin' bamboozling.
That probably won't bode well for Randy Orton next week.
No, probably not.
Because I don't see them giving another number one contender spot to Randy Orton. If they decide they want to run Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal again, I will be upset. Because we done did that
3 times.
Let's stick with Nakamura for a bit.
At least one more time.
At least one more time. That was it for SmackDown. We'll move on to 205 Live.
Open up with a no disqualification match.
Yeah. Where is very stoic.
It was kind of creepily. It was
stoic,
creepily stoic.
Stoic Jack Gallagher just trying to rip Brian Kendrick apart for most of this match.
Yeah.
I love that they fought out into the crowd. They actually they don't do that a whole lot. They actually went over the barricade. They fought into the crowd a little bit, came back around, and Jack just kept picking his moments and just dropping Kendrick, just strikes and that drop kick that sent him over the barricade. We got a little bit of use of the umbrella towards the beginning of the match, and then once they got back down to ringside was when Kendrick was kind of able to take it back.
Yeah,
in favor of himself.
Once Jack knocked him out of the ring and drop kicked him into the commentary table, Kendrick was able to make use of the outside to his advantage. We saw him do it to Tozawa before.
Yes.
He tied up Gallagher's foot using the canvas ties.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for Gallagher, it was a no disqualification match, so it wasn't just going to be as easy as a count out.
Yeah.
So while stuck, he ended up being subjected to a plethora of being hit with a kendo stick.
Yep. A couple of shots from the kendo stick eventually kind of knocked him loose from the ropes, but then he was right there at the steel steps, to which Brian Kendrick gladly used to his advantage, bashing his skull into it 3 times, and busting Jack Gallagher open.
Yeah. He done bleeded.
But the ringside doctor deemed him worthy to. He was able to continue the match, no problem. Brian Kendrick decided to add insult to injury and DDT him on the ring bell, sort of.
And Jack Gallagher at this point is completely unconscious, but for shits and giggles, Brian Kendrick locks in the captain's hook using the kendo stick. Of course, being knocked out, Gallagher doesn't respond in any fashion, so the referee just calls for the bell.
That can't be rung because it's in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And you see it on the referee. He's like, "Ring the bell! It's right there." Match is over. He had to make it very clear because there wasn't a bell to ring. Brian Kendrick getting the best of Gentleman Jack the Ripper.
Didn't see that coming, to be honest.
No, I really didn't either. The fact that the duel didn't go the way that Jack wanted it to go last week, I thought for sure this was going to be Jack's week.
Yeah. Guess we'll wait and see if any more comes of this.
You know what else we're going to get more of?
Don't say it.
TJP versus Rich Swann!
That's not what I think you were going to say, but it's still not something I'm looking forward to.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to get more of the other thing here in just a second. Rich Swann took on Arya Daivari in a rematch from a couple weeks ago when TJP randomly decided to interrupt the match while being in an immobilizer and on crutches. We had TJP at commentary.
Yeah.
Daivari, talking a little smack over to TJP. That was eventually his downfall. He decided it would be funny to grab one of the crutches and be like, "Oh, look what you gave me," and threw it on the ground. And
TJ grabbed it
yeah,
back from
he grabbed it away.
Because I feel like Daivari might have had intentions to whack Rich Swann with it.
There's a very good possibility that was going to happen, but yeah, TJ was able to take it back despite the injured knee, and Daivari got back in and got rolled up.
Yeah, roll up, schoolboy small package.
Yeah. So Rich Swann won. Arya Daivari decided to attack Rich Swann a little bit more. And then suddenly TJP was just fine.
Yeah, because Daivari went out and he blamed the TJP on his loss because he caused a distraction. Yeah. So he goes out and he starts fighting with TJP, and TJP made a miraculous comeback.
Yeah, Rich Swann was pretty impressed.
Yeah, but he's very considerate afterwards because he gave him one of his crutches back. And then TJP's like, shit. Detonation kick.
That's
Well, Rich Swann watched the detonation kick from up on the ramp, just kind of like, there he is, guys. Yeah. There's TJP, king of honesty.
So, I'm not sure why we went this route. I'm sure we'll find out next week.
Yeah.
Guess what else we're getting more of on 205 Live? Enzo Amore.
Just that much better than Titus.
Only that much?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a six-man tag we talked about last night on the Raw Review, where Enzo teamed up with Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik to take on Drew Gulak, Noam Dar, and Tony Nese. We had two backstage segments. Gulak making it saying that you can bet your Bojangles that a better 205 Live does not include Enzo Amore.
And I could not agree more with Drew Gulak.
And Enzo Amore showing us that he doesn't realize what a permanent marker does to a dry erase board.
Permanently marks it.
Hence, permanent.
Yeah, also, they're a pizza.
Yeah, honestly didn't hear what he said until he called Grand Metalik the cheese, and then I got it.
Oh, yeah, Cedric was the dough, because he's the money. And he always rises to the occasion when the heat is on.
Oh.
It was clever, and I was following along until he did the weird cheese thing with Grand Metalik.
And then he's Muscles Marinara.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time he's called himself that.
Don't put mussels on a pizza, though.
Some people might.
I mean, maybe, but it's the
I'm just saying.
shells. The shells will get in the way.
Take the shells off. I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want you on my TV anymore.
Enzo didn't add anything to this match.
No, in fact.
The only thing he did was stop Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik from being the whipping boy on their team.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that he added to this, is we didn't have to watch one of them get beat down constantly.
Yeah. Essentially, it was the stereotype six-man tag for the cruiserweight division, where the heels run a good portion of the match, baby faces get a little high spot divey moment.
Which I still love watching Cedric and Grand Metalik do the double dive.
Yeah, they're very well coordinated.
Yeah.
And then Enzo did the most babyface thing possible.
Yeah!
He rolled up Tony Nese and put his feet on the ropes. And cheated to win.
So, let me get this straight. In 24 hours, you have said that Big Cass deserved to hurt his knee, and you cheated to win a six-man tag match. What fucking role are you playing, Enzo? I am confused.
I know what role he's not playing.
Which one's that?
Role model.
Well, of course not. That's Tectonic, that's Tyson Lee, it's Aries Toretto and King Jade. Those are the role models.
Yeah.
I know that. Enzo's definitely not in the role models. Yeah. Still not digging Enzo on 205 Live.
Yep. Well, you know, it's like a couple months too late
And off really bad circumstances.
Yeah.
The fact that he couldn't finish his shit with Cass. Please don't give him the Cruiserweight title. Please. Please. What's Raw?
Well, the downside is we know what drives a lot of WWE's choices, and it's merch sales. And people buy a lot of Enzo merch.
Yeah, it's true.
He does funny things, so the kids like him.
He dances and he's got funny hair.
Yeah. You know, the most entertaining thing about the whole segment was watching Metalik, Cedric, and Enzo all do the little dance
that was
at
funny.
the same time.
That was funny.
That was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep. And this is it for the Tuesday Night Live review. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click the links down below.
There's a bunch of links.
Like a podcast.
It's the one that says SoundCloud.
And Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
That's reasonable to W. Like, why the fuck do I have to see Enzo on 205 Live now?
You need to see him twice a week. Raw and 205.
Ah.
Okay, we're going to cut this end here a little bit. Would you rather go back and have the month and a half of Titus O'Neil on both Raw and 205 Live? Or would you rather stick with Enzo on Raw and 205 Live?
None of it matters because I know they're both going to be on there eventually.
That's true. Yeah, check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans where we have brand new punishment videos. We have unboxing videos.
What? There's 2 unboxing boxing videos.
Yeah. Technically 3 because you can also see us unbox and eat some bootios.
Yeah, that's a taste test.
But you can also check out our brand new Wrestle Crate and our Battle of the Boxes between That Wrestling Club and Pro Wrestling Tees Pro Wrestling Crate, where you can see us get cool shirts like this CM Punk shirt, the Finn Balor Funko Pop, and much more. And find out which one's going to be taking on Wrestle Crate in our next Battle of the Boxes coming up at the end of September. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.